Ta'weel has two meanings in the Quran. Tafsir, illustration, commentary, and al-aqiba, the consequence, the result, the end. Those are the only two meanings in the Quran. There is no third meaning. You know what the meaning of ta'weel to them? Ta'weel to them, it means untaking the direct meaning of the word and bringing a further meaning. Such as Yanzilu, Tanzilu rahmatuh. They said, Allah get down, that means His mercy get down. Why do you do that? Oh, they have a big doubt. They say, alright, you want to say that Allah gets down? Now you tell me. Doesn't the night change from country to another, from region to another? So He is going up, coming down, going up, coming down, going up, coming down. Is that what you mean? So I said to them, if He's like me and you, you're right. Really, what is this? It's confusing. But you're supposed to be believing that there is nothing that resembles Him. So, see, now you can catch the problem with them. They are making analogy, they are comparing between Allah and the shapes they see. So when they hear about Yanzilu, He gets down, it will be creating trouble with their mind immediately. So they want to get out of this confusion by denying the correct meaning of this word or attribute. Look at the divine, ilahi way of dealing with Allah's names and attributes. Look. Bear with me here. I don't know if I'm... no, I know. Sorry. But I will try to do something with you now. Have you heard of this verse before? هو السميع البصير وليس كمثله شيء. Have you heard of that before? Are you sure? There is no such verse? هو السميع البصير وليس كمثله شيء. Our Imam, have you ever recited that verse in the Quran, in your prayer? No? Never? Are you sure? There's nothing like that in the Quran. The opposite. Okay. So the right verse is ليس كمثله شيء. Allah blocks the way on the devil. When he proceeded ليس كمثله شيء. How? When we recite it and when we understand it, so the devil is as if you're saying أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم from his whisperings. So this will be blocking the action and the work of the devil, and now you can describe Allah with what He described Himself. You have no problem because He said ليس كمثله شيء. So if the devil says to you, how do you believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala كمثله شيء? This is the wisdom of Allah. If Allah revealed the verse like this, هو السميع البصير وليس كمثله شيء, the devil will come immediately. سميع بصير, that means, and also سميع, I am سميع بصير. So no. But Allah proceeded with ليس كمثله شيء. But those people do not understand this. This is the divine way of making us dealing with His names. In brief, if Allah knew that this attribute, sifat of Him, does not match His highness, His honor, He would have not been describing Himself with these kinds of descriptions. قُلْ أَأَنْتُمْ أَعْلَمُ أَمِ اللَّهِ. Do you know better about what is good for Allah or Allah? Who knows better about what is good and what is bad for Allah? Yes, Uncle. There is nothing that resembles Him. There is nothing that is compared to Him completely. So He began with, it's good that He asked me about. It's the wise way of making us dealing with His sifat. By saying first, لَيْسَ كَمثله شَيْءٍ, it will block the work of the devil. Because immediately when there is any sifat for Allah that you recite, the devil will come to you and say, oh, for example, the Prophet said that Allah will put His foot in hell at the day of judgment. Okay? Then the Ash'ari said, what? Allah has foot? Foot? I said, yes. Don't forget. You forgot. Now you should know that the devil now is working with you. Be careful. There is nothing that resembles him. So if you say that he has a foot, it's not like our foot. Now what they said to get out, because this is in Bukhari and Muslim, they have to make it's critical to them. They should give an explanation. You know what they did, brothers? They said it may be. Remember? Do you remember those HTs who said Khabar Ahad? Don't deal with it. No Khabar Ahad is ever allowed to be dealt with in matter of doctrine. Have you heard of that before? Why? If it's not authentic, that means it is ihtimal, possibility, and we should not be dealing with possibilities in matter of doctrine. Nice, it's beautiful. But look, this ta'wil, giving possible meanings, it's also possibility. And no possibility should be taking place in a matter of doctrine. Look at those people, how they contradict themselves. Why did you reject Hadith al-Ahad? Because it's possible, it's not definite. But why do you allow ta'wil in relation to the names and attributes of Allah? Why? They're contradicting themselves. So did you realize the first contradiction? That they have accepted, approved 7 attributes. They said no ta'wil should be made regarding those 7. But as for the others, no problem. What is the difference? There's no difference. If those make a possibility of resemblance between Allah and His creatures, also the 7s will be making the same. Look, for example, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about Himself, وَإِنَّ اللَّهَ بِالْمُؤْمِنِينَ رَءُوفٌ رَحِيمٌ. Is this a verse in the Quran, Brother Imam? Yes. وَإِنَّ اللَّهَ بِالنَّاسِ وَإِنَّ اللَّهَ بِالنَّاسِ لَرَءُوفٌ رَحِيمٌ. Ra'ufun, what's it? Or Ra'uf in English? Kind. Extremely kind. Kind. Rahim, merciful. Are those 2 sifat for Allah or not? Right? Sifat or not? Are you familiar with this verse? لَقَدْ جَاءَكُمْ رَسُولٌ مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ عَزِيزٌ عَلَيْهِ مَا عَنِتُّمْ حَرِيصٌ عَلَيْكُمْ بِالْمُؤْمِنِينَ رَءُوفٌ رَحِيمٌ. It renders to who? That the messenger is kind and merciful towards the believers. Right? Described himself that he is Ra'uf Rahim, and he described Muhammad that he is Ra'uf Rahim. If they said yes, we believe in both, they are also mujassim. They are also mushabbih. They are making Allah similar to Muhammad. Now he's going to be saying to you, no, the rahmah of Allah cannot be compared with the rahmah of Muhammad. Allah's mercy is greater. That's what we say also. That the hand of Allah, if we say that Allah has hand, is different than the hand of the creatures. That's what also we say. But our rule that we deal with, it's sound and uncontradictory. But the way you deal with, the rules you're making are contradictory. Because you say, 7 sifat we do not make ta'wil for, but the others we can do. What is the difference? Those 7 sifat are also belong to human being. Sami' Sabi' Basir, Alim, Hay, Qadir, Murid, all of those sifat also can be used for human being. So what is the difference between those 7 and the others? No difference, but you're making the difference tahakkuman. desireful way of differentiating. There's no difference between them. I hope that you understood this case.